Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. First off, I want to say hopefully I am in focus because I've noticed the quality using this camera, which is a Canon T3i, has been a little blurry. Not awful blurry where like it's not watchable, but it's been blurrier than I think it used to be. So I've set it on autofocus now, and I'm not going to go by my eyesight and trying to manual focus it. So we'll see how autofocus does. This shouldn't be a very long video to begin with. As you can see by the title, I am addressing common things I worried about in my first pregnancy. I don't worry about them so much this pregnancy because I've already gone through it once, so I know they're not really something I need to worry about. But I have had quite a few of you message me saying you are also plus size and pregnant, and have addressed the same concerns that I had as well. So I thought I would address them here and let you know, I'm out of breath already, and let you know that what you are feeling and any concerns you have is completely normal and it will all be okay. So I have them on my phone. Let's just pull them up. I'm so out of breath. I need a minute. I'm 21 weeks today. 21, 22, 21. I think I'm 21 weeks today. Okay. So the first thing I was worried about in my plus size pregnancy was the doctors addressing my weight. This was probably, there is two that are my most concerned things in my first pregnancy, the ones I was concerned the most about, and this was one of them. I was so nervous that my doctor and my OB, because you switch in Canada, you have your family doctor and then you switch to an OB/GYN when you're around 15 weeks, maybe sometimes sooner, sometimes later. So I was so nervous that both of them were going to address my weight and just kind of make me feel anxiety and just feel huge. And I've had a lot of you say the same thing. You're worried that your doctors are going to look down to you or comment on your weight and make you feel worse about it, so on and so on. They do not. At least my doctors are amazing and they don't mention my weight whatsoever. You have to remember there's probably people bigger than you, which is okay if you are bigger, but they've seen it before is my point by that. They've seen bigger. They've probably seen the biggest of the big, you know, like they've probably seen all shapes and sizes of people coming in. And to them, it's just another person. They make you weigh yourself, at least at the OB, for me they do. They make you weigh yourself. But my OB/GYN is happy with my weight. She's happy because I'm not gaining weight. In both my pregnancies so far, I haven't gained any weight. So she is happy with my weight being the same all throughout the pregnancy. She asks what I weigh, I say 229, and she's like, oh, okay, great. And like you know, she does it, she moves on, that's it. It's just like every other person. And I have never had an experience with a doctor or an OB that comment on it, because why would they? We know we're plus size, we know we're big, why would they say anything? They know, we know, that's it. So if you were worried about them commenting on your weight, don't worry about it. More often than not, they probably won't even mention it unless you do. The second thing, which was my other most concerned thing, why can I not word this right? This was the second thing I was most concerned about. Not this time, because I've already had my first pregnancy and know that it's not the case. But in my first pregnancy, I was so scared that I was not going to have the cute baby bump. And I've had a lot of you also message me with the same concerns. And let me tell you, with my first pregnancy, I did not start showing until about 22 weeks, which is kind of far along to not show. I could have made it even farther at 22 weeks without people knowing I was pregnant. But at 22 weeks is when I guess I popped, the belly really rounded out. At 20 weeks, I did take a picture, and if I will put it in this video. At 20 weeks with my first pregnancy, you can see that I don't look pregnant whatsoever. And of course all my friends and everything were saying, oh, you can definitely tell there's a bump, but me looking at the picture, I know that was just my fat, and it was not my bump. But at 20 weeks I had the B shape, which a lot of people do not want the B shape, and I don't blame you. I don't like the B shape either. We all want that perfect D. So I was really scared that I was going to have the B shape the whole way through my pregnancy, but you'll probably find, again, more often than not, you will get that round bump. It will round out. You're gonna have to, your belly's gonna keep growing, and there's gonna be a point where it rounds out perfectly. And even if you don't get the D shape until 36 weeks, or until you are in labor, or if you don't get it at all, you still have a cute baby bump. You have a baby inside of you. So you will still have a cute baby bump no matter what. But I know we all wish and hope for that perfect D-shaped belly, and you probably will have it. I have told them all the same, just give it time. When you're plus size, it takes a little longer to form its shape, but you will get it. It happens. Eventually you get so big that it kind of has no choice but to round out anyway. So it will come. You will have that perfect little bump. The third thing that I was scared of was gaining a crazy amount of weight. I thought that the first time I was pregnant, I was gonna blow up like a balloon. You hear these stories of women gaining 80 plus pounds, like a lot of weight, and I was so scared I was gonna be one of them and make my weight go over 300 pounds or 299. Like, I was so scared, because if I had gained 80 plus pounds, I would have been over 300 pounds. So I was terrified that I was going to gain so much weight and blow up like a whale. I didn't gain any weight. I lost 10 pounds, and then so I started my pregnancy the first time at 245, lost 10 pounds during the pregnancy, and then by the time, because the last 10 weeks of your pregnancy is kind of just your baby fattening up, so I knew I was going to gain those 10 pounds probably back, because the baby is getting chunky now, and babies are between like 7 and 8 pounds on average, and then there's the placenta. So I knew I would probably gain like 7 to 10 pounds back, but because I had lost it in that pregnancy, I started my pregnancy at 245 and I ended my pregnancy at 245. When I went into labor, I was 245. So I stayed the same from start to finish, but in between the pregnancy I did lose 10 pounds. So it is possible to be plus size and pregnant and not gain a single pound. The fourth thing was diabetes. I thought because I was plus size, I would instantly have, what's it called? Gestational diabetes. I thought I would instantly have it. And if you watched my first plus size pregnancy video, you will hear me say that I thought everything was going to go wrong because I was plus size. So I thought diabetes was included. I thought because I was big, I would instantly have diabetes. I was like, oh, I know for sure it's going to come back that I have it. Got tested and I passed with flying colors. I did faint in the office, but that's because it spikes your sugar way up, and yeah. So anyway, I passed with flying colors and it worked out fine. So just because you're plus size does not mean you are going to fail and have diabetes. It doesn't mean that at all. Again, it's just some people do, some people don't, no matter of your size. And the last thing that I was scared about was having a huge baby. Now this was kind of in the beginning I was scared of this, the same time I was scared of gaining a bunch of weight. When I realized that I was not gaining weight in my pregnancy, I was like, okay, so the baby cannot be huge if I'm not gaining weight. So I started to, my mind was put at ease when I wasn't gaining weight. But at the beginning, I thought, oh my god, I'm huge, I'm gonna have a giant baby in this like painful birth. Not true. Just because you're big does not mean your baby will be big. You can still have a preemie baby, you can have an average size baby. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there who have what's considered a big baby, but that doesn't even, I know someone who is thin who had a 10-pound baby. So it does not have to do with your size. It's nothing to do with that. It's, some people have big babies, some people don't. Again, so like all pregnancies are the same, whether you're big or small. Things can go wrong if you're skinny, they can go wrong if you're plus size. They could go really smooth when you're plus size like I did, as well as really smooth if you were thinner. So it's just kind of, it doesn't really have anything to do with size, and I've learned that now in my second pregnancy, which is also going really smooth. And I'm so thankful that I've had 1.5 pregnancies so far that have just gone perfectly. So yeah, those are the 5 main concerns I had, and the 5 main concerns I noticed you guys also had when you were messaging my Instagram. And I wanted to address them because if I'm having them and you guys were having them, I'm sure there's a whole internet of plus size women who are having the same concerns. So I'm here to tell you it is all okay. Don't panic. It's all okay. Plus size pregnancy does not mean everything is going to go wrong. It does not mean any of the things I mentioned. You are good. Just enjoy your pregnancy and forget about your size for 9 months. Just forget about your size for 9 months. You are pregnant. Enjoy it. Put your size, put your weight aside. It's all good. Enjoy your 9 months of being pregnant. Your little bump will form and come, and it'll all be good. So I hope this put your mind at ease. I know when I first got pregnant, I was looking up so many pregnancy videos to put my mind at ease, and I found one that really did help. So I hope this video did that for you. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more pregnancy content or weight loss content or vlogs of me and Bentley and whatever else I figure out what I want to put up. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!